He grabbed my ear and said, "That's not professional. You better wear a suit." I'm like, "Minute is 90 degrees. I had to wear a suit every game."
I like that story. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Whiteside in at the center position. And here are the Jazz now. 17-foot shot on the way. Conley gets the bucket.
What you like about Conley, he has a nice assortment of shots in that mid-range area.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Here's Whiteside. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here is Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Now Conley. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. McCollum finds Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Mitchell. They can't stop the run with that one. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. The 3. That shot misses. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Mitchell up top. Ariza covering. Ariza against Mitchell. Here's Gobert. And that one drops.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
Now Bogdanovich, following the 3-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Second shot opportunity. Here's Bogdanovich, and Whiteside sends it back.
Be careful. Whiteside is the ultimate rim protector.
Ariza against O'Neal. Here's Whiteside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Over McCollum. And it's Mitchell missing. Portland leading by 3. Here's Anthony. That one no good. Ready by Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Conley. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And Conley, because of his quickness and wingspan, he plays bigger than his size.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or 2 on him, but that's easier said than done.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
He was very active on defense, too, recording 3 steals for the game.
Lillard with the bucket.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Conley against Lillard. Outside Conley. From outside, off the mark. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they fell to the Jazz.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
Here's Mitchell. That shot off. Good D by McCollum.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball. Coming out of Louisville, Donovan Mitchell projected as a defender. He's a better ball handler and shot creator than people bargain for.
Now here is Conley. Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Anthony. The Jazz again can't hit it.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Now here is Conley, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Back to Bogdanovich. Pulls it from 20. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And you know, Smitty, he can play with the ball or off the ball. Utah's offense runs best with the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands.
Yeah, reason why, Kevin, he draws so much defensive attention. Able to score what I love at all three levels. That creates open shots for his teammates.
5 on the clock. Ariza with it. He's picked up by O'Neal.
You gotta keep your head on the swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert.
The pass to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Over Mitchell. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. McCollum's got his second bucket. Jazz trail by 7. Conley with it. Passes to Gobert. Knocked away. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And the basket is good. McCollum's got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Jazz shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Mitchell against McCollum. Mitchell passes to Conley. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Lillard. To the paint. Here's Ariza. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And it's easy to see why a team would want Ariza on their roster. Makes the right decisions, mentors young players, and is well respected throughout the league.
And the Jazz making a change here. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
One shot.
Even when plays, Steve, aren't being run for them, certain guys always get a lot of their points on tip-ins and putbacks. They're always right there. Who catches your eye in that category?
Andre Drummond, for sure, Kevin. He's phenomenal on the offensive glass. Rudy Gobert, Al Horford, he gets those timely tip-ins.
He does, you're right.
And look at another guy is Whiteside. When he's engaged, he can. Marvin Bagley is a newer name, and he's fantastic at that as well.
Here's Trent after Ed Davis's score. Nurkic the pass to Collins. Here's Trent. He's covered by Clarkson. Trent gets the bucket.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Moutier finds Gobert. Back to Moutier. Inside. Davis on the follow. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
The pass to Gobert. To the middle. Here's Moutier, and he makes good on the layup.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Lillard against Moutier. Here's Nurkic. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Davis. Jazz trail by 11. Moutier looking around. Clarkson passes to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. This one for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Clarkson's got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz. Lillard the pass to Trent. Back to Lillard. Collins kicks to Lillard. Three-pointer. Rebound, Utah.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Here's Moutier. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Lillard. No good, unable to end this run. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 6-point game. Pass to Gobert. 11 feet away. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. And that's now 6 points for Rudy Gobert. Portland's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Little comes in for Collins, and Hood subbed in for Trevor Ariza. That free throw good from Lillard. And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Here's Moutier. Portland making their last shot. Here's Clarkson. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Lillard, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. All free throws good from Lillard.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Moutier. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Hood. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Davis. From the high post. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Little. He's out there with Nurkic. Rodney Hood out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the two-guard spot. Here's Moutier. Another shot. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 8 points.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Out to the wing. Little passes to Trent. Shoots from 14. That one off the back iron and out.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Ingles against Hood. Ingles passes to Gobert. Outside for Davis. Clarkson looking for an opening. They grab their own miss. Davis on the follow.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Passes it to Nurkic. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And here's Clarkson. 9-point game his last outing. Up top, Gobert. He kicks it to Clarkson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Throw good. Clarkson. Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think is helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point. Here's McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got 8.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Has to Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
When Gobert gets in deep, that's often your best option, is to wrap him up and send him to the line.
And the 7-foot Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, former Defensive Player of the Year.
They call him the Stifle Tower. He's the anchor, the foundation of this team. He changes the complexion of the game when he occupies the paint.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good.
He's a great defender. He's improved his scoring. Rudy Gobert has put a lot of work into his body and game.
Whiteside's checked in for Portland. And Utah also making a switch. O'Neal's checked in. And Gobert drops them both. You know, it's tougher to get recognition in a small market like Utah, Smitty. Rudy Gobert says he has to do 3 times as much to draw attention.
And at the same time, his focus is still on team and winning. His leadership is very important to them.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. O'Neal kicks to Bogdanovich. Gobert with the bounce pass. And here's Conley outside. Second chance shot. And Gobert with the lay-in. 12 points for him.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Conley against McCollum. And the pass to Hood. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Fires from deep. Tips it, and Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got his second basket of the night.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Stolen by McCollum. And now Portland on the break, and it's Little finishing it off.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Conley against McCollum. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Over Hood. Gobert trying to get open, and it's Mitchell missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz, DA. Thank you. That's tipped. Outside Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Clock at 6. They need this. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 11 rebounds in the game.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night. Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovich. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hand.
McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Passes it to Little. Lets it go from 11 and too long on the shot. Jazz trail by 11. Conley feeling it out. Mitchell outside. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Mitchell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside Hood. Over Bogdanovich. Hood can't get it to go. Utah's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, he stands 6'3", but Donovan Mitchell's 6'11" wingspan more than compensates. He has the tools to be an elite two-way player.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw dropped for Mitchell. And look at the physical profile for Mitchell, a world-class athlete.
And it's his aggressiveness for me that puts him over the top. Doesn't shrink from the big moments. He embraces that spotlight.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Collins checked in for Whiteside. And Trevor Ariza subbed in for Little. And Mitchell drops them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Outside Hood. Kicks to Ariza. Now the dish to Collins. Here's McCollum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Michael Conley picks one up.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
Shooting 2.
Throw good, McCollum. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat, Greg, from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. Trailing here by 8. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Dishes it to Gobert. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
You see what that little pump fake does? It gives the defender something to think about the next time he goes to challenge Gobert's shot.
Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting 3.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the 3. Work on your game and what's best for you.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
No good on the second free throw. Smitty, Snyder also an All-American in high school, two-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Conley gets the bucket.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part, having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Outside Hood. Back to McCollum. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 6 on the shot clock. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
O'Neal kicks to Conley. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
What outstanding concentration from Mike Conley, burying the shot despite the harm.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Portland making a change here. Trent's checked in, then for the Jazz. Ed Davis is checked in for Gobert. And it's Joe Ingles in for Royce O'Neal. That one misses for Mike Conley. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant. Right before the draft, that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
To the inside. Davis, the pass to Bogdanovich. Mitchell outside. Offensive rebound.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Outside Collins. He dishes it to Ariza. Kicks it out to Collins. And the three off target. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Mitchell against Ariza. Mitchell outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And his teammates call him old man, say he looks like a 40-year-old farmer. But Joe Ingles, Smitty, much more than meets the eye.
You know what, Kevin? He's a star in his role. He's gotten better and better. He's a guy who can impact winning on a nightly basis.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovich has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Moutier. He goes up again. And the rejection by Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Moutier against Lillard. 6 to shoot. Goes back up. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backcourt.
Ariza kicks to Nurkic. Lillard looking around. A three-pointer off the mark. Utah has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Ingles passes to Moutier. Back to Ingles. And stolen by Lillard. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Here's Moutier. The shot is good off the backboard. Moutier's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Moutier, pass to Davis. Back to Moutier. Pass to Bogdanovich for 3. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. 9 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a consistent shooter from outside. Once he's in rhythm, he's comfortable from firing from beyond.
And here we go. Moutier into the hoop. And no good. Collins with some nice D. 3 on 3. Here's Ariza. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Five seconds left in the first half. Here's Clarkson. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Jazz lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
We just got to compete. Keep competing, trust each other, make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Some incredible work in this one by Rudy Gobert. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy. And then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
The thing I like was how they were making a conscious effort to work the ball inside. They should do the same in the second half. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Whether running the offense through the post, driving it, doesn't matter. Get to the rim, and the rest will take care of itself.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Here's Anthony, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Utah. The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. It's a one-point game. Now here's Gobert. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Now the pass to Conley. 4 on the shot clock. Here's O'Neal. A three-pointer is right on target. O'Neal's got the lead up to 2 now for the Jazz.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot's good by Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Stolen by Mitchell. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And Whiteside sends it back. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Gets the bucket and the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Lillard. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovich, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate. He's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Lillard against Conley. Now, here's Lillard. Defense right on him. That one falls. Lillard's got 17 now.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Mitchell outside. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Now Lillard. He's got 17. Launches it. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Makes it off the glass. 15 points in the game.
It's his work ethic. Gobert has done everything he can to become a threat offensively.
Ariza outside. Pass to McCollum. Ariza outside. Passes it to Lillard. Here's the 3. Lillard again missing.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
He's an ultra-quick lefty with a great feel for how to run a team. Mike Conley is a tremendous asset for this franchise.
Little. He's checked in for Trevor Ariza. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Trailblazers trail by 3. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Trailblazers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And the Jazz with possession here. They lead by 1. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Conley against Lillard. Here's Mitchell. But they get it back. Bogdanovich doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Anthony. It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Mitchell. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 14 points for the game. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Pass to Mitchell. Outside, Bogdanovich. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Rocket 6. And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Here's Conley. Tries again, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Gobert.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
It's McCollum with the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Michael Conley picks one up.
Shooting for Portland. C.J. McCollum. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
impeccable from the line since halftime.
Rodney Hood's checked in for Portland. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. So he gets them both. Mitchell with it. 10 points for him. The pass to Ingles. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. For the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Shots good by Anthony.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Mitchell kicks to Clarkson. Not going to go that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Little dishes to Hood. Here's Whiteside. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Pass to Clarkson. Over McCollum. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Clarkson.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Anthony. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The three-point game, such a big part of the NBA. Let's see the best teams at it. The Jazz second. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
And the shooting display both these teams have put on this season has been remarkable. I mean, there are just three-point shooters all over the floor.
2 shots. Nice on the first.
And the first one drops. Davis is checked in for Utah. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for O'Neal. Both free throws good from Anthony. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Mudiay. 6 points for him. Fires from 14. Yep, that one goes in there. Mudiay's got 8.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Anthony's shot is off. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Jazz. Ingles trying to get open. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 1 on the basket for Mitchell.
Off contact, to me, when you're talking about Donovan Mitchell, that toughness for a young fella is on full display.
Little passes to McCollum. Over Mudiay. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Jazz trail by 3. Kicks it to Clarkson. Nurkic with the block. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Zach Collins checked in for Little. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Utah. Here's Mitchell. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's McCollum. 18 points for him. Passes to Nurkic. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Mitchell outside. He's looking for Ingles and finds him. Back to Mitchell. And the rejection by Collins. Here's McCollum. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Here's Ingles.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. He's really been a key contributor over the past month, averaging about 23 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Ingles.
And what we're seeing lately from Ingles, he's a two-way threat, has the size, length, and instincts to affect both ends of the floor.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Portland. And a switcher also for Utah. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Emmanuel Moutier. He's perfect from the line this time. Portland leading. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Another shot. Rebound, Utah.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself.
And to begin his career, teams happy to send Gobert to the free throw line. His free throw shooting has been a focus.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And he's good on the second. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14 points. The dish now to Anthony. Over Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. First one falls for him. and he can't hit the second.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Bogdanovich finds Clarkson. Now, here's Mitchell. Tries yet again, and it's off the back rim, no good.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Trent can't hit. Utah trailing here. Here's Clarkson, and he hits it to tie the game up. Clarkson's got 9.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Anthony kicks to Nurkic. Mitchell against McCollum. Shot from free throw range. Tries again. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Utah also making a switch. Mike Conley's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. Free throw good, Nurkic. 29 seconds left in the third. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Outside, Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Conley. But they recover it.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Trailblazers shooting in this game 45%. They've got Trevor Ariza. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Jazz shooting for the game at 42%. Bogdanovich dishes to Clarkson. And here is Conley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
How about that from Conley? The little guy taking it inside and forcing the issue.
Shooting 2.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. Portland with the ball. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Shooting for Portland, Damian Lillard.
First free throw is good. Oh, free throw is good from Lillard. Now here is Conley. To Gobert. Now, here's Clarkson. Tight defense on him. Doesn't go that time. The Trailblazers shooting well. They're at 45%. Ariza against Ingles. Ariza passes to Carmelo. Kicks it out to Ariza. Here's Trent. And he's good on the three ball.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Now Conley. And there's the pass to Gobert. Lillard against Conley. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Trent. Down low. A jump hook. Again, the Trailblazers score.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Conley against Lillard. Nurkic with the block. Ariza outside. And the layup is good. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. Can they get it? Buries it from three-point range. Clarkson's got 10 points here in the second half.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second 3 of this half, 3rd of the night.
Pass to Anthony. Puts up a 3. Here's Trent. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Clarkson kicks to Gobert. Clarkson with the ball. Pass to Conley. And that one, good. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 4-point game. Ariza outside. Here's Nurkic. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Lillard against Conley. Dishes it to Clarkson. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Now just a 2-point Portland lead.
You know, he's wiry strong. Conley's made a living taking contact and making shots.
Lillard against Clarkson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Damian Lillard at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. And a switcher also for Utah. O'Neal's checked in. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Here is Conley. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And Bogdanovich, a reliable ball handler. Solid at creating for himself with his dribbling.
Pass to Whiteside. Three-pointer, Lillard gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 14 points now in the second half.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Lillard against Conley. 2 points. That one goes.
You know, he left him frozen. The quick move by Mike Conley. Beautiful.
Portland leading by 3. Here's Trent. Inside. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He's really cooking right now. He's having a phenomenal half.
Jazz have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And the Jazz call time here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Gobert, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gobert's got 20.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Trent passes to Ariza. Anthony trying to get open. His three-pointer's off the mark. Jazz trail by 3. Mitchell left side. Step back on that one and let it fly.
So difficult to defend. Mitchell can stretch you out to 3, beat you at the rim, and everything in between.
Lillard against Mitchell, and Lillard kicks to Whiteside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Taking 2 shots.
2.
Free throw good. Ariza. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. They trail by 3. Good work defensively by Whiteside. For Portland, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Bogdanovich passes to Conley. A three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers leading by 5. Three-pointer, Lillard. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 4 assists in the game. Jazz have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Here's Conley. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Ariza goes in, and Ariza with the stuff.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Mitchell finds Conley. Over Lillard, 5 to shoot. Again, Conley missing.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Anthony. Unable to get that one. Good D by Bogdanovich. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Gobert against Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Offensive rebound. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Ariza, much improved as a free thrower over the course of his career.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Trevor Ariza. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. Jazz trail by 12. Outside Conley. He kicks to Mitchell. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Here's the pass to Mitchell. To end the cold streak. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
High character kid, well spoken. In fact, Mitchell's pre-draft interviews helped him rocket up the board.
And Mitchell drops them both. Here's Lillard. Yes, that goes in. Lillard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
McCollum against Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Lillard against Conley. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
I like that Donovan Mitchell's not afraid to attack the rim. He finished strong.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Lillard with it. Conley picks him up. And it's Lillard missing. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. A 12-point game. Here's Mitchell. And that one drops for him. Mitchell's got 25 points.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. They get it again. They shoot again. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
What's up?
And Mitchell, no good on that one. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Here's Whiteside.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Utah calls timeout. They're down by 10. 44 seconds left in the game. We've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mitchell, drilled from 11 feet out.
Coach doing a great job of putting Mitchell in pick-and-roll situations. For a young player, he makes good decisions.
Here's Simons. Shoots from 12, and the jumper is good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
A putback, Bradley. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Now, here's Nurkic. And so it's Portland winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. We got a little more physical. We did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.